Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everyone enduring the rain for this. First, as a local official, I'm going to be a pain in the rear end and just say while I acknowledge the importance of following proper guidelines for protesting and ensuring everyone's safety, please, everyone, make sure that you are also doing the same. Peaceful protest is a cornerstone of democracy, but it must always be conducted with respect for one another and for public order. It's funny, if you asked me in 2019 when I ran if I'd be faced with a pandemic and with an authoritarian federal regime, I don't know that I would have said, yeah, sure, that makes sense. And yet here we stand, having faced both. As many of you know, the Select Board has been engaged with Congressman Moulton's office regarding the ICE detention facility here in Burlington. We're working to ensure that concerns raised by our community are heard and that the federal authorities understand the impact of their actions at the local level. This is an arduous process, one that we are trying to take as diligently and as meticulously as possible. And we appreciate you being here on Wednesdays to show them that the community stands and has a voice while we try and do all of the difficult, louder? I've never gotten that before. All right, just closer. Okay, I'm gonna eat the microphone. Thank you, everybody. So we are, I'll repeat what I said. We're working to ensure concerns raised by our community are heard and that the federal authorities understand the impact of their actions at the local level. This is a very difficult process to go through, and we are working with Congressman Moulton's office every day to ensure that we are taking as many and as appropriate actions as humanly possible, and we encourage you, to continue doing what you are doing. At the heart of this discussion is a simple but powerful principle. Every person in this country should be afforded due process. That principle is not selective. It does not stop at citizenship status. It does not pause at the border. And it does not waver in times of political tension. Due process is woven into the very fabric of our Constitution and into the moral code that defines us as people. When we forget that, or when we allow exceptions, we begin to chip away at the foundation of justice itself. Yes. And beyond the legal framework, there is a moral one. Basic human rights and human dignity are not privileges handed out by government. They are inherent. To deny them to one group of people is to open the door to denying them to others. The test of a society is not how it treats the powerful or the comfortable, but how it treats those who are most vulnerable. If we want to claim the mantle of fairness, of justice, of decency, then we must model it in how we treat every individual, no matter their circumstance. It's also important to recognize the role of government at every level. State and local laws exist for a reason. They are tailored to the communities they serve, and they reflect the will and the voice of the people that most directly impacted. Local governance is not ornamental. It is foundational to democracy. When the federal government, or a department within it, claims the ability to operate outside of or above those laws, it is not just a matter of jurisdiction. It's a matter of eroding the checks and balances that protect all of us. When ICE says that they are most assuredly following the laws, but won't allow anyone from the local level to confirm that, it raises concerns. When they modify the law to fit their agenda, that is an abuse of power and authority. The United States was built on the idea that no single entity holds absolute power. That authority is shared, balanced, and accountable. If any arm of government, federal or otherwise, begins to operate as if it is beyond accountability, we lose the very safeguard that prevents abuse of power. Our responsibility at the local level is to call attention to this imbalance and to insist that every level of government respects the authority and responsibility of others. Only then can we preserve the integrity of our system and the trust of the people we serve. Our community deserves both safety and justice. Those ideals are not mutually exclusive. By upholding due process, respecting human dignity, and insisting on the proper balance of authority between federal, state, and local government, we honor the principles that define this nation. Burlington has always been a town that values fairness, compassion, and accountability. Let us continue to stand firm in those values, not only for ourselves, but as an example of the kind of community and the kind of country we aspire to be. Thank you for your time today.